won't realise all the benefits of that until you finish off the whole lot. In effect, you know, the part that's missing is the final piece in the jigsaw, which is the re-registration, the difference in how we set terms up. For me, the biggest benefit is this acceptance, almost like an understanding at a relatively senior level, that before it felt like the systems were restricting this. I think what this has done is the fact that we've even got these trimester modules on the table being discussed shows that there is actual acceptance that our underlying academic calendar doesn't fit, doesn't allow flexibility, and that for me is the biggest recognition.
I agree, totally agree that actually, for me, if you go back to the workshops, an awful lot of the comments from participants were that the systems were a block. And actually, having gone through the process and the journey we have, I think we now all understand what I think we hoped. Actually, it's not systems completely. Systems have a part to play, but actually it's about process, it's about people, the rules through which we ran ourselves, and if we correct the systems, that still won't necessarily correct the process.
To what went to academic counselling last month, that would still have happened without.
It's all about people, culture, process, and then you reflect the systems from that.
But I think that it's absolutely vital to recognise that something went to council that's gone to council every year for years and gone through as a rubber stamping issue with a minor queries inside, and it stopped because somebody actually pointed out that there are issues around the way it's done, and we're looking at it. And to do that with 11 Ferry, as we did, I think that's great.
Definitely. Sorry, go on. I was just going to say the timing of the project, the timing of the work we've done, looks to have been exactly the right time. Just in the last 6 weeks, we've had Royal Holloway, we've had UCLAN, and more recently in the last couple of weeks, Sunnyard Consultant, or Lucian Consultants on the phone to us asking about all of the research, all of the analysis we've done in this area, because the client base is now interested in turning their systems, making them flexible. So the other thing is the timing of when we've done this work has put us right at the cutting edge, the leading edge of that knowledge of how we can adapt the systems, which is good for us.
And that's not just in the UK, actually.
No.
I was out at a conference recently, and there were some people in France that are looking to have signed up with Banner, and they've got exactly the same framework and requirements. For them, though, the timing is good because they're just implementing and they can learn from our mistakes, if you like. But it is a driver, and it's not just in the UK.
I think we've also understood the exterior constraints beyond the institution as well, like the funding council rules that we have to do, and we've changed things that have allowed us to do things, and we now the culture now is becoming, we now everybody understand, well not everybody, but most people are beginning to understand this idea of a cross-session course, cross-session programme. That's becoming as if the session doesn't exist anymore. There's no limit. We know what we've done. The 12-month, the multiple start thing has really given us lots of opportunities. We're only just beginning to see people coming along and saying, okay, if we've got that, then we can do this. So those, as you say, the additional benefits will flow when we start to unpack, or people start to unpack what's possible now, which wasn't possible before. You just go up against can't do that because we've got to make a return to the funding council then. I mean, now we know that, we've still got to do that, but we've got ways in which we can move things along, and that's very advantageous.